Making sure we're live here. We do have a tornado warning that is in effect here for northwestern Iowa. We're gonna wait a second to get everybody in here. Alright, so we are live here. T-Storm Chasers. We do have a tornado warning that is in effect here. This is for northwestern Iowa. This is for northwestern O'Brien County here in northwestern Iowa, in effect here until 4:15. Let me read this information here. Moving northeast at 20 miles per hour, in effect here until 4:15. So another 18 minutes or so on this. This is near Sanborn, Iowa. Let's zoom in here on this. Sheldon, Iowa. If you are near Sheldon and Sanborn, Iowa at this point, please be taking cover. Please be in your safe spot. Seek shelter immediately. If you're near Sheldon and Sanborn, Iowa, especially if you're in between those two communities. So this tornado warning goes out here for another 15 minutes or so. And looks like our area of concern at this point is going to be just northeast of Sheldon. The area we're looking at here, kind of right in here with the twisting of the winds going on here. Within this storm, this is what we have going on here. And again, this is in northwestern Iowa. This is southeast of Sioux Falls. Sioux Falls is not threatened by this. This is south and east of Sioux Falls here in northwestern Iowa. This is for northwestern O'Brien counties here in northwest Iowa. Let me see here. Let's look at the velocity data here. Not seeing a whole lot, but there might be a couple of different circulations. Number one, just northeast of Sheldon. Another one just northwest of Sanborn. A couple of areas we're looking at right there. And that is what we're looking at here with this. And again, a lot of flooding concerns and unfortunately more thunderstorms popping up here this afternoon. And now we do have a tornado warning, which is in effect. And let's see here. It's not a very big cell either. Not looking at a huge supercell yet, but this thing is starting to grow in intensity, and there is a little bit of a notch there. If you look here, might even be two notches here. We got one possible area right in here, and another one here with this kind of hook echo on radar there. So two possible rotations on this storm. And again, we're just going to keep an eye on things here. Now we're going to watch and see what happens here. And we got about 15 minutes left on this tornado warning for you guys. But that is the current situation. We do have a severe thunderstorm watch that we need to talk about as well here. Let me go ahead and do that here. So we do have a severe thunderstorm watch, which is for central and northeast Nebraska, as well as northwest Iowa and southeastern South Dakota, to include Lincoln County, and then a few counties here in southwest Minnesota. is in this severe thunderstorm watch. Also, we do have a severe thunderstorm watch out here just west of the Black Hills region and into Wyoming, and also the far western panhandle of Nebraska. But here is our main event right now in southeastern South Dakota and northwest Iowa here with this severe thunderstorm watch. And we do have this tornado warning that we need to talk about and continue to watch this and monitor what's going on. This is headed towards the general direction of Sanborn, moving east-northeast at about 20 miles per hour. This is a radar-indicated tornado, so it's not currently on the ground at this point. But this thing is getting its act together. It has a what you call a hook echo on the radar, and we're kind of seeing that kind of right in here. That's the area we're looking at. And going back to the velocity, there's not a whole lot on this at this point, and we're just going to keep watching things. But as of right now, we're just going to keep watching this. But really, this southern flank here, just east of Sheldon, is the area we're watching. So if you have any folks here in northwest Iowa, any folks here in between Sheldon and Sanborn, Iowa, at this point, be sure to let them know. Take cover, seek shelter, lowest floor, interior room. Just assume that this thing is on the ground because it very well could be. And yeah, this thing very well could be on the ground right now. That's why you gotta just take this seriously and just take cover. This afternoon, very humid weather. We got dew points in the 70s near the Yankton, Sioux City areas this afternoon, which has prompted the tornado warning that is occurring right now due to the warm weather and the very humid air that we have going on here. Again, this kind of hook feature that you see on the radar here with the inflow, kind of right in here. And anytime you get that curl in the atmosphere and on this radar picture, that is where you can see that rotation. And again, tornado warning here for another 10 minutes. We're just going to stick with you guys here and keep you guys updated if we have any confirmation of anything. Again, where is this at? This is just east of Sheldon, Iowa, about 5 miles to the east of Sheldon, and about 5 miles west of Sanborn. So this is pretty much directly in between Sheldon and Sanborn, Iowa. And see if any storm chasers are out on this thing. Again, nothing confirmed at this point, but we're going to keep an eye for that in case something comes in. And again, active day ahead here with that severe thunderstorm watch that's issued. Sioux Falls area not in the clear yet. We do have thunderstorms that will be developing. And according to what the National Weather Service and Storm Prediction Center is saying, that this area, I do want to throw this out here, is in a tornado risk across southeastern South Dakota, northwest Iowa, southwest Minnesota here. In this tornado risk, as storms will fire up this afternoon according to what they're saying. And as of right now, we're just going to keep following this. Current storm here in northwest Iowa, this thing is a supercell. It's all by itself, and it very well could be producing a tornado currently. And that is why we are on here, to bring you guys the latest information here of this. Also, there is a moderate risk for excessive rainfall and flash flooding across much of the upper Midwest, South Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa, Minnesota. Sioux Falls is kind of in the bullseye of this, unfortunately. Slow-moving supercells along the warm front will grow upscale and produce heavy rainfall through tonight. Again, the saying, turn around, don't drown. Just make sure you guys are being smart about being out and about in the roads. And again, we're just going to keep watching this. It does look like this is kind of weakened out a little bit. It could always recycle, and we'll watch that, but it does look like it is not as strong as it, or as pronounced as it was a few minutes ago. But if you look at the velocity, there is still something there. There could very well be two circulations currently, but basically the area we are watching is right in here. Basically northwest of Sanborn, about 5 miles northwest of Sanborn is kind of the area that we're looking at here currently. And luckily this is not in a very populated area. This is pretty rural, but there is a couple of community. I mean, if you're in Sanborn, I would say just take cover. You're close enough. You're right on the edge of this, and Sheldon as well. Just remain in your safe spot. But I think Sanborn, just take cover if you're in Sanborn, Iowa, or near and around the Sanborn area. Please be taking cover, as this has potential to produce a tornado. It was forecasted that a couple of tornadoes were possible this afternoon across this area, and we just can't stress that enough, that there is that potential here, and that is why they've issued this tornado warning for this storm. And going to be issued here for another 5 minutes or so. Again, there can't ignore the rest of the region. We do have other cells that are popping up here. We got one near the Mitchell area, and that is going to move to the northeast. There's another one here down by the Yankton area that is going to continue to make its way north and east. We also have cells down here by Sioux City and Lamar's. These are all moving in a northeasterly direction, and we'll see if any of these cells can develop into anything. But for now, the main thing that we're watching currently is in northwest Iowa here with this tornadic thunderstorm. I'm trying to see at this point if there's any confirmation. I don't believe there is at this point. Again, if you have any folks in this area near Sanborn, just please be watching this very closely. Again, these are forming along a stationary boundary and have the potential to become tornadic this afternoon. Any one of these storms that fire up, there is cells popping up here. And again, with all the flooding currently going on, it's not as bad right now as it was last night and this morning, but unfortunately we're looking at more flooding problems tonight, as an additional 2 to 4 inches is expected across our region. Flood warning for Rock County, Minnesota. Flood warning for Dickinson County in Iowa. Flood warning for Rock County, Minnesota. And it it looks like starting at about 5 to 6 is when the Sioux Falls area can expect some thunderstorm activity. And again, we're just going to hang with you guys here for a few more minutes to see what happens here, if they decide to reissue this or not. But again, this is kind of right over the Sanborn area, and can't stress this enough, if you are near the Sanborn area here in northwest Iowa, please be taking cover. Seek shelter again for the Sioux Falls area. In the clear as of now, but later on expected heavy rain to occur. And again, northwestern O'Brien County is where we're looking here, just east of the Sheldon, Iowa area. That is the area we're watching. And we'll see if they reissue this or not. My guess is this is going to be allowed to expire. It is not as strong as it was earlier, but we're just going to keep watching it. Now, I do want to mention they just issued a new warning. This is a severe thunderstorm warning, and it does say tornado is possible on this as this moves northeast at about 20 miles per hour. 1.25 inch hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds with this. And it's, again, the Sanborn area, Melvin. If you are in these areas in northwest Iowa, if you're just north of Hartley, if you're in Sanborn, Melvin, please be in your safe spot. Take cover, take shelter, interior room, lowest floor. Again, we'll see what happens with this tornado warning, but my guess is they're going to allow this to expire here in a couple minutes. As of right now, still no confirmation of anything on the ground. Again, originally this Sioux County was in this, but Sioux County is in the clear of this now. This is strictly O'Brien, northern O'Brien County here is what we're looking at. And also, you know, there's a lot of flooding going on. Wildwater West hit with extreme flooding. And it is, and again with the additional rain that's coming, things unfortunately look to only be getting worse as we head to this evening and into tonight, into tomorrow morning. Looks to be round 2 of all this. And Falls Park is very high as well with the water levels. Just giving you guys updates. There also South Louise Avenue between West 41st and West 49th Street is underwater and closed currently. And there's many others. Houston Speedway is taking the hard hit with this flooding as well. And Houston Speedway is in really rough shape. Just a lot of flooding in Sioux Falls. Also, Sioux Falls Golf. All the courses in Sioux Falls are closed. They have standing water across their courses, and just a lot of flooding, and also a lot of gravel roads are really messed up. Now, I will say they have dropped this tornado warning. However, this thing is still rotating. This still has potential to produce a tornado, and we still have kind of a hook feature, and looks like maybe a little bit of rotation again, just east of Sanborn. We're going to continue to watch this, but right in here is kind of the area we're looking at here for possible new development. So we're going to see what happens with this. But again, this afternoon, there's a severe thunderstorm watch here until, let's see here. Severe thunderstorm watch until 11 p.m. with 2-inch hail, 70-mile-an-hour winds possible, as well as a couple tornadoes possible. And that is for this afternoon and evening. And also we got a storm near the Plankinton White Lake area, another one here near the Mitchell area. Just please be on the lookout for that. But that is the latest here. There is some severe weather down by the North Platte area as well. But again, a lot of flooding, and just continue to monitor the situation, continue to follow the T Storm Chasers here. Is we will continue to provide everyone updates, and our team working hard to give you guys the latest information. So that is the latest. They have allowed that tornado warning to expire in northwest Iowa, and as of now they have not reissued it. So we're going to go ahead and jump off here, and as conditions do warrant, we will be jumping back on to bring you guys the latest. But thank you guys for watching, and stay safe out there this afternoon and evening hours. Thank you.